Are you concerned about election interference this year? A yes or no answer will suffice.
Am I concerned about election interference? Yes.
The FBI would be in charge of investigating such a violation of federal law were it to occur. Is that correct?
So I guess it depends on the facts, the specific factual sense.
Here we have a situation that's unprecedented. No former president, no major candidate for president has ever been prosecuted criminally in American history. Yet now we have a situation where the incumbent president's major candidate, major opponent, is being prosecuted in 5 separate jurisdictions all by Democrat partisan prosecutors, and all of this culminating right in the middle of an election season. Does that sound to you like coordinated election interference, or is that just a coincidence?
Well, I'm not going to discuss pending state criminal prosecutions. That's not something I would ever do.
Let me get more specific. What we saw happen last week was Alvin Bragg, who ran on a platform of getting Trump, do just that with a flimsy made-up theory and a criminal conviction. Just this weekend, the leader of the Soros organization came out and advised Democrats to repeat the slogan, "convicted felon," so it could be imprinted on voters' minds. Alvin Bragg facilitated that imprint and did just that. Is that coordinated election interference, or is that just a coincidence that would happen?
Again, with all due respect, I'm not going to talk about...
Just days after President Trump announces that he's going to enter the election process, Merrick Garland appoints Jack Smith to prosecute Trump, President Biden's opponent. Is this coordinated election interference to go after your opponent in a federal election using the Justice Department to do it? When Letitia James was running for New York Attorney General, she campaigned to get Trump. Does it seem that using the criminal justice system for a political vendetta is election interference, or is that just a coincidence too?
Again, I'm just not going to weigh in on pending state criminal cases.
Who's going to investigate it? Who's going to look into this?
Well, again, I'm not going to talk about who we are or are not investigating, because that's not something that's appropriate for me under DOJ rules. I can tell you that we are going to do our part, and we have one part in protecting our elections from the threats that we have jurisdiction to investigate.
I just stepped through a number of situations where it certainly appears that there is a coordinated effort to go after the president's main political rival. All of it is coming together right at this point in time.
That's not appropriate for the director of the FBI to comment on.
Thanks for listening to News Variable. You're officially one step closer to shedding the matrix.